Alright, so final boss GOWTHER is coming out in 2 days for global by the time I'm uploading this video, and it's personally one of my favorite final bosses. The only reason why is because he was incredibly annoying, and that's what I like. On JP, when he came out, of course, he was not like he's gonna come out on global. JP, when they first introduced Super Boss GOWTHER, and when he came out, he came back as well, it was before they introduced the point system. So all of this I'm gonna talk about right now. It was for me experiencing the event without the point system. The point system is very big. It was one of the reasons why I couldn't really predict what was the best team for the Super Boss King fight, because when I played Super Boss King fight on GP, there was no point system, but now there is. They introduced point system with Super Boss Meliodas, and ever since it's been introduced in every Super Boss, and it's actually much better than how it was. So it's good that Global got like their first Super Boss already with the better system, and now GOWTHER is going to be already for the better system as well. So they already made a post on their news page, and there's a good amount of information here. It kind of confirmed the one thing that I really want to know, which would be, yeah, deals 300% damage against HP attributes and demons. This is very important. Lots of people have been like, oh, just use Galen and he's gonna, you know, counter him. But here's the thing, it's purposely doing action against demons because Galen is gonna get annihilated. Like legitimately, when I played this, I have a video. I'm gonna leave the video link in the description. If you guys want to check out this video right here of me beating like back in the day. Again, it's different because there was no point system, but the fight is the same, right? The difficulty should be the same as well. I don't know why would they nerf it. I think it should be the same difficulty as well. But yeah. You can see right here, my team don't have any demons because he absolutely annihilated demon characters. He does so much damage against them. Even if you have type advantage over GOWTHER, he still does so much damage. GOWTHER is a strength character, so he is red. So most of your team should compose of blue units, and you should work around the blue units that you have. And I'm going to be talking about some of the best blue units. Now, it's a big deal. So how GOWTHER works is much different than how King worked. In his first phase, if okay, let me actually read what he does before I talk, you know, what he does, what I remember him doing. When the boss goes for surprise, attack, disable debuff, and has attack increase by the number of fallen allies. Yes, this is a big deal. So, in the first phase, let me go my video here, he has 2 allies with him, right, as you can see right here. And if you kill one of these allies, he goes sicko mode. I'm not joking, he one-shots you. Like, if you kill one of them, he just goes berserk, and he completely one-shots you. So you have to work around killing them. And that's why I do recommend using Blue Demon Meliodas, but not at the same time. He's a very big double-edged sword. When I was doing this, for the first time, I was using Blue Demon Meliodas, and he, even though he takes extra damage, he did a lot of damage back. But he would always kill them. And because he does AoE, he does so much damage. He would kill them and then go for the go sicko mode and kill us. So, although Meliodas is really good, I would say in my top list of priorities, he doesn't go in. Just because of that. And I don't know how they're going to the point system again. So, it's good to know that as well. In the second phase, he will fully heal all of his allies, including himself, if a single one of them does not receive damage. Another big deal, in the second phase, you want to have an AoE in it, because if you don't do damage to all 3 of the characters on screen, GOWTHER and his 2 allies. Let me skip, this is still phase 1. This is phase 2 right here. Let me put in perspective of myself, looking at them. Right here. So, if you don't damage all 3 of them, he will fully heal, and them as well. So, you gotta make sure that you do that. Also, they taunt. Both in the first and the second phase, they have taunt. So really, you do want to have AoE characters. And then, say if we're going to be using, yeah. There are moves with the ability to remove debuffs and heal. This is big. So, I would pay very much attention to their text, because, again, point system is going to be a thing. And given how King's was, probably one big deal about, you know, how many points you're going to get is characters that remove debuffs and heal, I guess. So Lilia is the unit that's gonna come out with GOWTHER, and she is a must summon. Not because just activity, but the unit herself is so incredibly amazing. You should summon for her. I said just skip the end and maybe even skip Valencia if you want to save for Lilia, because in my experience, Lilia is one of the best units in the game. And she's a guaranteed unit at 242 gems. So if you've been saving, good on you. You can summon for her, and she is really, really good, and she will really help in this event. Not only because she has an AoE attack that depletes ultimate gauge, but she also heals. Like I said, they do recommend you healing. Her level 2 heal can help. I'm sorry. Her level 2 heal can help you, you know, cleanse debuff. But I would also recommend. You can see by the team that I use right here. I also recommend using King to cleanse debuff. He will attack seal you quite a bit. And Lilia's attack is an attack card, so she will be attack sealed from taking off ultimate gauge. If you have King to cleanse, it's much easier like that. But King does not have an AoE attack except his ultimate, although his ultimate does, you know, kind of work as an AoE attack for the second phase, so you can use it as that. But other than that, I have a lot of recommendations for units. Like I said, I don't know exactly which would be the best team, just because the point system, that's something that we're gonna have to play first, and then you see the leaderboards and you kind of can tell who are gonna be the best units. And again, if you want to watch the video on how he like acts and stuff, that's also much better for you to kind of understand. Again, link will be in the description, and I'm gonna also put in the top right thingy, the link for this video as well. But as you can see on my team, I was using Marmus. Most of the reason why I used Marmus was because I was having difficulty. At the time, as you can see, my CPU was very low. That was almost pretty much when I started playing the game. And my CPU was very low, so I needed Marmus to increase the HP of my character, so they would be much tankier, right? And I actually kind of recommend them, given that King's best teams used Vivian because of the extra HP for the extra stats for more points. Sorry, I was going to say Galen. Marmus could be actually a very good option for points as well, and of course the extra HP kind of helps for clearing the event as well. So Marmus in the back could be a very good option. I still am a big fan of Red Elizabeth. In this right here, actually Red Elizabeth would have been better. At the time, I didn't know about Red Elizabeth, right? But she would have been better as a 4th unit, but just because she isn't as good for points, maybe she will not be as good as Marmus. But for completion's sake, I believe SR Elizabeth should be better, but for point's sake, Marmus should be the best one all around. Now for the units in the front, Giant Diana is a genuinely super good option. Not only because she has an AoE attack, but also an AoE ultimate. The AoE attack works super well because it's an AoE attack, and she can, you know, counter the whole mechanic in the second phase of not being able to heal. So if you have her and Lilia, that's 2 AoE attacks in your team, that's very, very good. Also the AoE ultimate, Lilia's AoE ultimate as well. So you have a lot of AoE cards at your disposal. Another really good unit is actually Elizabeth and Hawk. And the reason for it is because he applies debuffs on you, and you can, you know, cleanse the debuffs and also apply the solidify on the allies as well. And her amplify card works super well against GOWTHER. She is really good against this fight. I can't put my finger on exactly why she's good, but she's really good against this fight. I remember using her, again, she was on my team. I remember using her to beat him. I did 80 her at the time just to beat him. And she works very well against the fight. Although for the, you know, the purpose of getting the best possible team, I don't know if she will be. I mean, she does cleanse debuff on her card, so that might give you a little bit of points and applies buff as well. But I don't know. I think one of the big missions will be to take off ultimate gauge, given that Lilia is going to be in there and they're going to want to promote to summon for Lilia, right? So I'm guessing taking off ultimate gauge would be very big. So you know, the big point money right there, it will be Lilia probably. Now, this might come as a surprise for you, but as a hidden gem, I think Blue Merlin could be a good unit for her. Not because her passive, because her passive is going to be actually very awful about this, but her AoE card could be good from decreasing skill ranks. That could be really interesting because then GOWTHER cannot attack you as easily. She was not available on JP when the fight initially came out, so that's why I picked her right now and be like, is she gonna be good? She might just be good. So I would give it a chance if you are one of the brave ones that leveled her up. All right, don't level her up for this. Do not. But if you already did level her up, I recommend testing it out. It might work because of the AoE attack. Not only is it an AoE attack, but also decreases the skill ranks, which is very, very good. Now, you know, the attack ceiling will not work because he cannot be debuffed and stuff. It really is just for this card, no other reason. But if I have to bet on the best team, it would be Lilia, King, and Diane, just because of the whole AoE thing and the cleanse. But don't forget about Elizabeth and Hawk. Now, these were only blue units. Some characters that were also really good when, you know, it initially came out were... where is him? GOWTHER was very, very good because of his passive, right? The more ultimate gauge he has, he gets extra resistance, and then he puts up the guard, and he uses guard, so GOWTHER cannot take ultimate gauge. I forgot to say. So... one of his big attacks, right? One of his big attacks is his single target. His single target D-ranks cards, and the amount of cards that he D-ranks takes off ultimate gauge. So if you have GOWTHER tanking the hits instead of someone else, that you would be, you know, the ones that you want to actually use ultimates and stuff, he can nullify that from happening. Now, a better tank technically would be the end, but she would have type disadvantage, so GOWTHER is the best option you have there. There are no other blue tanks in my knowledge. Only really taunt tanks, right? Only really GOWTHER in the end. And Estarossa, but he's not on global. So that would be probably the best to go. If you... I was thinking maybe if you really want to be brave as well, the Rimuru and the Milim could be interesting, because Milim does have an AoE attack. Wait, does she not? Well, I'm stupid. Well, never mind. I'm stupid. Yeah, he does have a taunt, right? On level 2, like I mentioned with the GOWTHER as well. And he does have Rupture, but really he's only gonna buff himself if you kill an ally, and at that point you're gonna die. So I wouldn't really recommend. Probably the best team would be these three right here, and Marma's in the back. That's what I would bet, but you can never know. Honestly, with points and stuff, another team could be actually best. But yeah, Super Boss GOWTHER is gonna come out. The rewards, of course, the cosmetic. This is my favorite GOWTHER costume by far. It's so good. 50 anvils. It's the usual stuff. Nothing really out of the ordinary. Top 5%, 100 anvils. Blah, 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 blah. Okay, that's nothing out of the ordinary. But really exciting stuff. Hope you guys enjoy Super Boss GOWTHER like I did. I really wanted to come back on JP, not because I already have the costume, right? Just because I want to replay it and see, like, with the new characters and stuff, how much wild I can make the fight, and with the point system as well, how could it be different? All the Super Bosses, they've only came back once. King and GOWTHER came back one time when Merlin came out, if I'm not mistaken. And never again. That was like a long time ago. That was during New Year's, and never again they came back. So I'm really hoping they bring back Super Bosses as well in JP, because people keep asking me if Super Bosses come back. Maybe because they couldn't play Super Boss at the time when they first initially came out, the King one. And yes, they did come back one time, but they never came back again. So I'm hoping they bring back like GOWTHER, King, Merlin, Meliodas, Elizabeth on JP as well in the next one. But that's about it. Thank you guys for watching.